Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Hello everyone, it is your girl K0Y. I'm back here live in the flesh. First off, I want to say sorry because I haven't been posting very frequently. I haven't been consistent with posting on YouTube, and to be honest, I've been having a lot of content block. I haven't really been feeling motivated to upload. Every time I upload a video, I always get a lot of anxiety about is the video good enough? Are people going to judge me for this? But I always try to be my real and authentic self. I do sometimes second guess myself, and that's what's really been delaying. I just wanted to be focused on my real life because I have a lot of changes coming up that I will announce to y'all in a later video. I just wanted to take some time for myself, and I just felt like it was a perfect time to do that because I've been having content block. But I want to apologize to y'all. I want to say thank you to everyone for supporting me throughout this journey. I started taking my YouTube seriously around this time last year, and in a whole year we've been able to gain 1,600 subscribers. So I'm really grateful for y'all. I love y'all so much, and I hope to keep giving y'all great content in the near future. Please forgive me, but here's my welcome back video. In this video, I wanted to talk about my life in Ghana over the past year. Next week will make a year that I've been in Ghana, and I just wanted to share things that I've learned, things that I've experienced, some tips with you guys, and just really open up and be transparent about my experience living in Ghana as an African American. And so that's what this video is going to be about. So let's get into it. So one of the main things that Ghana has taught me was patience. I used to be a very impatient person, and I'm not going to say that I'm not at all, but I've definitely gotten better. But I'm used to just doing things on my own time when I want to do it and stuff like that. But here it's kind of different. Everything moves slow, and you always got to go through a third person to get what you need from my experience, of course. So yeah, it taught me patience. I'm really grateful because now I feel like I can do anything. I can go anywhere in the world, and it really trained me how to deal with different type of people. You know, everybody don't move fast. Everybody don't calculate things the same way that I do. So it really taught me to just have patience with people, to just be calm and cool. Even with the whole system here, everything moves at a slower pace than it does back in America. So it really taught me to just have patience. Everything will work out. You just gotta see it through. To continue from that, it also taught me to have faith, to believe. Because out here, you know, things aren't always pretty at first. You gotta see the visions. Even when you walk around the neighborhood and you'll see people building a house, and you'll be like, wow, somebody wants to live in that. It doesn't look nice, but in about a month time, that house will be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen. So it taught me faith. It taught me to just trust, to really just trust in myself, trust in my team, my family, because like I said, you always need someone else out here. You can't do nothing alone out here. This is a very community-based country or city, Accra. I'm gonna speak for Accra, but this is a very community-based city, and you can't just do anything on your own. You always need someone. So yeah, it taught me faith, and it taught me patience. And learning the language. The people out here are so friendly and so nice, are so welcoming, and I'm very grateful for that. And they lovingly taught me how to make some of the traditional dishes. In some of my older videos, I've done that, and it was all genuine. Of course, they showed me how to do it the real way. In case I want to marry a Ghanaian man, I know how to cook for my Ghanaian husband. I think one of my favorite experiences I've had out here was learning how to cook the food. That was one of my favorite experiences, just learning the food, learning the local languages, and practicing communicating with them. Shout out to Mama Tess. She's one of the main people who taught me how to make a lot of the food here, and I'm very grateful for her. So shout out to her. Another one of my favorite experiences was meeting the diaspora community out here. It's a lot of African Americans out here, a lot of British Ghanaians out here, and it was really nice, like hearing everyone's story, like what brought them back to Ghana and what are they doing here. Like a lot of my friends are doing great things out here, and I just was grateful to meet them and talk to them, hear their experiences, and also have somebody to connect with. Like, you know, being here, being 21 years old, from Philadelphia, it's not really easy to adjust out here than my life back over there. But you know, my mom raised me to have an open mind with things, to always just try things, don't give up, and I'm really grateful for her for that. So yeah, being able to have people who share similar experience with me and talk about it and feel that I'm not alone, I'm very grateful for y'all. Shout out to my friends Adom, Jabulani, Sydney, Mao, Quay, like all of y'all. Y'all definitely helped me adjust my life here. Y'all made my experience in Ghana so amazing. So I love y'all so much. I feel like here I also became closer with my mom and my siblings, because here like I said, you need someone. Nothing will work alone. It's very community based here, so even in your household, like everyone needs to work together or nothing will work. Y'all need to have each other's back or nothing will work. And you know, in the States, everybody is so like against each other. Everybody is so hostile and aggressive towards each other, and it makes it hard to really connect and create a community out there, because everybody always got their guard up. So over here is like people are so loving and welcoming, and it's easy to like build a community and then eventually build trust over time, definitely. I would say like one of my worst experiences would be like the Uber drivers or the Bolt drivers here. Literally, that's like one of the only complaints I have. I mean, it's a few other mild things here and there, but that's like my worst complaint here. People don't really talk about them enough, but the Uber drivers and the Bolt drivers, Yango, whatever, out here are ruthless, y'all. Like, especially when they hear that accent. It's so many situations I've been in. I don't even want to talk about it because I feel like it's gonna get me emotional. But the reason why I said that I had a worse experience with them is because here's like an example. Like you'll call a ride to come pick you up from your house and take you to your destination, and then they'll drive all the way to your house and then tell you they're there, let you know they're there. You go outside, get in the car, they'll ask you where you're going, you tell them, and then they'll be like I won't go, which is fine, you know. So you get out the car, you have to wait for another car. It's been a time where I got in an Uber car, he drove me halfway and was like, no, this is too far. It made me get out the car and still wanted me to pay him. Like, it's some worse instances I've had, but I really don't feel comfortable talking about them right now. Maybe in a later video I'll do like a story time. But yeah, it was even one point where an Uber driver assaulted me. Like, he put his hands on me. And I'll later go into detail about that in another video. So yeah, that's like one of my worst experiences I've had out here. They're just not reliable. They're not reliable at all. And you know, the transportation system here, they don't really have a set transportation system. Like in Philly, we have SEPTA, but here they don't have that. They use Trotros, which is like a minivan. It's like a minivan that they made a bus. It holds like maybe 12 to 15 people, and it goes all over Accra, but it's like really tight, it's really hot, there's no air conditioning, it stinks, and I just don't prefer that type of transportation because they drive very recklessly too. So I prefer to take Uber or Bolt because, you know, I can afford it, but it's like always something. It's always something with them. Like, I even be nervous to go out if it's not guaranteed that I'll be able to get home safely without trouble from my Uber driver, which is very unfortunate. And it's been even times where I reported these things to the Uber app and they haven't done nothing. They just was telling me like they were just telling me like they can't help me, and that made me feel really discouraged because it's like I've been using Uber even in the States since 2017. Like, Uber has taken a lot of my money, and the fact that they couldn't help me in these situations really made me disappointed and made me feel unprotected and not heard. So I'm low-key boycotting Uber. I'm taking Bolt now. Bolt isn't any better, but I don't really have a history with both. I don't really have too many bad things to say about Ghana. Like I said, moving from one place to a new place is never going to be easy. But I'm just grateful that I was able to adjust and that I was able to live here with an open mind, because if I wanted to live here with an American experience, like, I would be very stressed out. If I wanted to come here and live like an American, I would be very, very, very stressed out. So I'm grateful that I came here. I got to live like the locals, live with the locals, do what the locals do. And yeah, so I want y'all to hear from my siblings, their experience living in Ghana, because I didn't come here alone. I came here with my mom and my 2 other sisters. So I want y'all to hear what their experience was like living in Ghana for the past year. What would you say, like, your worst experience or something bad that has happened to you out here, or maybe something that you're struggling with living in Ghana?
I'm not gonna lie. When I first moved here, like, not even a week later, my phone got stolen.
Yeah.
And
that was crazy. Her phone got stolen at Medina Market literally a week we was here.